Hello everyone and welcome to another video of tourism in a nutshell, and today is 30th of December, and after one day we'll be having a new year. So advance happy new year to all. So in this video I'm going to share about a notification that the National Testing Agency has published today, which is the UGC net December 2022. So in that screen you can see the notification, basic notification. In that, the starting notification date of registration, it starts from 29th December and ends at 17th December. And if you look into the correction date and date submission, is provided 18 January and the correction date is 20 January. And announcement of city of exam center, which where the actual test takes place, is shown in the notification. It's available at the NTA site. Okay, and you will get the hall ticket or the call letter or admit card on the second week of February. So date of examination is on 21st February 2023 to March 2023. So for the students who have who attended the examination during COVID time, as you all know, at that time two tests were combined together, for example like the December and March, etc. Or so for that they will be conducting test on section wise. So test will be based on each and every section will be there. So for a few students the date will be on 21st February or 22nd, 23rd up to 10th March, right? And the results will be declared after 1 month after the examination. And you can see the fee down below for general, for EWS and reservations. You can see the like the exact thing, the fees, right? So on the site you can directly go into what we say like our main site, which is the UGC net site, and which you can directly get into this application where you can register yourself and you can apply it. Okay, so the rest of thing you can use it. If you have already done, then you can like directly enter into it. So for the new students you can just write new registration. So here you need to download the information bulletin and you need to read into it. Okay, so in this video I'm going to just share about the information bulletin and what is inside the entire UGC net criteria. So this is the net bulletin, and in which the first two pages will show you the vision and core values, etc. So I am going to while sharing this, let me try to tell you that if you are applying for UGC net, net is based on for two categories. Number one for assistant professor, and the other to get JRF. JRF means Junior Research Fellowship, and assistant professor eligibility is something that UGC net provide for lifetime. So I have said that the two cases, right? So if you are applying for this exam, the exam is a two-part exam, which is you have two exams which will be conducted multiple seconds or continuously for 3 hours, right? So it is based on two paper 1 and paper 2. In paper 1 you will have basic general knowledge questions, teaching aptitude, which is connected with basic forms of teaching, what a teacher should be and what are the major things that you need to know before getting into teaching. And research aptitude, which consists of basic level questions like what is the research, type of research, and what are the major steps to do a research, right? So by going down this topic you can see that the criteria, and I have earlier said the pattern of the examination. Let me try to just look into this area, which is the paper 1 and paper 2. Paper 1 is generally a general topic, and if you are applying UGC net for any category, let's just say if you are going for music or management, the paper 1 is compulsory and everybody has the same type of questions only. And paper 2 is your specialization, right? So mode of examination will be computer based test. It is not a paper based test like a UPSC or a PSC general examination. And the syllabus is provided, and this notification bulletin also, you can either use the bulletin or check the internet. And the medium of question paper comes in English and Hindi only. And for those who are looking for the regional language, I'm sorry, UGC net is based, questions are based on English and Hindi, and there is no negative marks for newly students, new students. Let me just say that there is no question for negative marks, right? For each question you get 2 marks, and for each incorrect question you will get nothing, because there is no negative marking in this examination area. So in order to apply for UGC net, you need to have minimum 55% of marks in master's degree. So a general student from a degree point, for having a degree, cannot apply for UGC net. In order to apply for this examination, you must have a master's degree, an MA or MBA or MCom in your desired subject, right? So a person with 55% of marks in master's degree can apply for this examination. And also your percentage of marks is changed according to each and every category. And for general category, for minimum you need 55%, and if you are in reservation category you have 50%, right? And it's shown there. And normally regarding the 2 examinations, if you pass the examination, for example the total mark is 300, right? The total questions are 50 questions will be there for paper 1 and 100 questions for paper 2. That is your specialization. And in total it is 150 questions. For each right question you have 2 marks, right? So 150 into 2, total is 300. So out of 300, if you get a minimum of 180 marks in your subject, then you will be put into the area, or you will be in the section of JRF and assistant professor, which means that you can use your you are eligible to do fellowship, and also you can also be a assistant professor and go for apply for that post also. So here the thing that I have said, and you may have seen this, eligibility for assistant professor, junior research fellowship will depend upon the performance of candidate in both the papers. However, the candidates qualifying exclusively for assistant professor will not be considered for the award of JRF, because in the 300 marks, if you are getting only the marks that is required for an assistant professor category, then you will not be for getting into the JRF, right? So that's the one thing that the first column has said. In second, candidates who qualify for JRF are eligible to pursue research. For those students who wanted to, like those who like to do PhD, and let me just say that you need to do PhD in order to get into an assistant professor or for a job in the university, because on the coming years I'm pretty sure that PhD will be mandatory in order to get a job in a university, maybe. So here at the second column, it's said that for the award of JRF, to pursue research, you need to have that certain mark, right? So exemption of eligibility, and let's look at the first column. Net, set and SLET shall remain the minimum eligibility condition for the requirement and appointment of assistant professor in universities, colleges and institutions. So for those who have still doesn't get the idea, let me just say in simple thing. NET or UGC exam, NET exam, National Eligibility Test, gives you the power or the right to be an assistant professor in a college. A college means a self-financing college. It can be a self-financing college or a private college deemed to be university or a university, right? So if you get a pass mark that this examination has set, if you have crossed the mark, then you fall into assistant professor category, which means you will get a certificate which shows that this student has passed this examination, so he is eligible to be assistant professor anywhere in India. With UGC NET examination or the certificate, you can apply for assistant professor in any place in India, even in any union territory. If you go, NET is the entire thing, and it's a minimum category. So where everywhere, like if you are getting into teaching, and the first step will be assistant professor, and after that, in order to get promotion, you have to go for, like, you need to have minimum 5 years of experience or a PhD in order to go into associate professor. So to go into next level, you need PhD. So that's why the JRF comes into action. So what is JRF? It's generally a fellowship, which means if you are applying for PhD, if you are trying to apply for PhD, if you have passed this examination, then along with your certificate you will get a letter from the NTA, which means that this person has qualified and he is eligible to get first round of admission in PhD or MPhil, and the maximum time limit for the JRF is 5 years, which means that if you are applying for PhD, if a university has called, then if you are applying it, and while you are applying it, if you have uploading your NET certificate and JRF letter also, then that university will give the first choice. And what's the power of NET certificate and JRF in terms of PhD admission? That a person having UGC NET certificate and JRF doesn't have to write the entrance exam for PhD. Straight away he will be called for a viva or interview, where they have to show their research topic and talk with the committee, right? So in the relaxation, the total age to apply for UGC NET, that for assistant professor is lifetime, and for JRF the maximum time limit right now shown as 31 years. The notification is a bit old. Right now the maximum time limit for, or age limit, is for 31 years, and if you are falling into a category, reservation category, you will have 31, which means 5 years of relaxation. Here the 5 years relaxation is also provided to women applicants also. If you look at the data for third gender categories, SC/ST, and to women applicants also, the 5 years of exception relaxation is provided by the government. And for assistant professor there is no upper age limit. And these are the reservation things you can see in that notification. There is scribe option also, you can directly download and see. I will show you the total number of subjects and how to. I'm not going to show about the entire stage or application of what the entire application needs. I'm not going to show about that thing. I'm going to show the total subjects here. There are basically 83 subjects that UGC NET has like given provided, which there are many subjects, as you know. There is management, there is music, there is tribal affairs, commerce, Hindi, English second language is there, and let me just rush into it. I'm rushing it, please bear with me. Right. So these are the basic subjects that NTA has given. So anthropology, Arabic, Bengali, criminology, forensic science, law is there, management is there. So if you have a MBA in travel and tourism, or MBA or a masters in tourism administration, then our subject will be tourism administration and management. The subject code is 93, right? And list of cities is there. So out of total cities, syllabus is not shown here, but let me try to show it. If you want, I can just show you in this. If you just go into the exam site and just say UGC NET cutoff of 2021, and this is the subject wise category of the cutoff marks. And in this, the first test that was taken during the COVID time, there is two category. I have said that out of 300 marks, like out of 300 marks, our category is 93. Let's go to 77. Okay, let's go to the 93, which is travel and tourism. For travel and tourism, in general category, unreserved, like the marks required to get to be eligible as an assistant professor is 170, in which at that time only 78% has like applied as 1000, in which 70% is qualified. And to get JRF and assistant professorship, you need 190 marks out of 300. For EWS it's different, for OBS it's different, for SC it's 146 and 170, and only 3 students from SC category in entire India or ST. As you see, numbers are lower because the exam is tougher, and like cutoff is there, and still you can see the cutoff going. And latest wise, like 2021 is there. So this is the latest version of our cutoff marks. Okay, so coming back to the topic, so what is the difference between a JRF and an UGC net certificate? So if you qualify with JRF, then till 5 years, or like if you have received JRF, then from the date of issuing the letter till 3 years you can apply it, you can use it, and after 3 years the entire you cannot use it, the letter get expired. So within this 3 years, if you submit it to the university, or if you are already doing your PhD, and by doing so you are getting this JF letter, if you are applying it, then during first 2 years of your research you will get a minimum amount research grant, that is 31,000, and after with HRA, and after 3 years you will be getting 35,000 with HRA, right, till your PhD gets completed. So the JRF you will be getting additional benefit also. So you will be getting financial benefit from the government, and you can do your research, right. So by getting into UGC net, 2 things will happen. Number 1, you will get a grant fellowship if your mark is above that preferred cutoff. If you are not, if you are falling into assistant professorship, then it's okay, then you can use it to your lifetime, till you die you can use this certificate, and you can get job everywhere. But unfortunately, as you all know, in order to get into universities, you have to excel in life, I recommend that you do a PhD and try to enroll in the universities near your area, right. So I hope you have liked this presentation, and I have tried to simplify it, and please do apply it, and this year I am also applying it, and kindly try to look into the NTA site, and will be say like thank you for watching the video, and I'll be sharing much more videos classes in future. So kindly do comment below, and please like, share and comment, and thank you for watching us. Happy New Year guys, happy advanced New Year 2023, and we will see you next year. Thank you.